Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. I am once again thinking of checking out of the United States once and for all. And I met a Ukrainian refugee while I was living in Seattle last year, and we had some really good conversations over the last couple of days, and it made me want to leave the United States. Two more things happened this past week that made me lose hope for the United States. I already talked about the last couple of weeks extensively about the holidays and my unofficial holiday and the drama surrounding it, why I wanted to look for another job in Seattle. And then I realized that in Seattle, they have a policy there that I disapproved of, and it just created a lot of strife. Right? But last couple of days, I noticed some more drama. I was talking to a couple of my colleagues, and I discovered that quite a number of my colleagues are in a similar situation as me. They're older than me, single, and possibly solo sexual, right? But they won't admit to it, which makes it really frustrating because two of my coworkers are like that. One of them's in his 40s, the other's in his 60s. Neither of them ever married. And in an ideal world, the three of us should be asking for stuff in a strong way, right? Just like mothers have a tendency to bond together and ask for maternity leave and all that. But unfortunately, all three of us are suffering alone, and I can't seem to get them to understand the wisdom of being three strong, right? I'm going to give it another try in the coming weeks. Now, earlier today, on my way to the shopping mall where I'm recording this now, I got into a little drama in the parking lot. It was very crowded, obviously, and I had been circling the lot for about 5 minutes, and this car was just about to pull out, and some other guy decided to jam himself in there and steal the parking spot. And I honked at him and gave him a Peter dislike finger, and so he just laughed at me. Well, he didn't even laugh at me. He didn't even see me. He walked right past me, blowing my horns, walked right past the Peter dislike gesture, and then I get into the mall. I'm upset about that. As I sit down in the food court, somebody tells me that this seat is taken, and I didn't want to respond to that. It was kind of the equivalent of, "Hey, you're not in there. Why can't I take it?" Right? And so I'm just learning how to speak Polish, and I decided to respond to him in Polish, like I didn't speak English, and so just I normally wouldn't have done that. I only did it because of my experience in the parking garage. And so it just goes to show that it's every person for themselves here in the United States. We don't have camaraderie. And that's why I wanted to leave. Actually, part of the reason I said it to him in Polish was because I realized in Poland, this is the kind of stuff that would not happen, right? All right. So I'm once again thinking of leaving the United States. Please leave a dislike to show your support of my decision to leave the United States. I need a lot of prayer to make it work out. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Somebody at the mall just waved back a dislike at me. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.